project share for the Crack the Vault collab, which is hosted by Poestspice here on YouTube. And we are sharing videos the third Friday of every month in 2026. And we are using products we have had in our stash 6 months or longer. And I will link all of the participants in the description box below, and you can play along with the hashtag #CrackTheVault2026. This is also a design team project for ASC Craft Supplies. My coupon codes are Michelle10 for Etsy and Michelle15 for the website. I will link both of the stores in the description box below, and I used Minte's Lavender Farm paper collection, and I created a junk journal using a hardback book. You can kind of see the book here in the spine, and I saw a tutorial on TikTok by Lisa Recreated, and I will attempt to link her in the description box and definitely put her name. She has created some really interesting journals using a book. I'll show you more of the details when we get inside, but I used the Lavender Farms paper. I just had a few pages of 12 by 12, some 6 by 8 and 6 by 6, and it worked beautifully, I think, to create this journal. This was such a fun project and something different. Front here we have the gorgeous paper hints Lavender Farm. As you can see, the beautiful lavender collar as well as that beautiful seam there. I just think it's so pretty, and I went with my shabby design, as you can tell by all of the laces and trims. So here's the front, and then on the spine, this beautiful piece of lace and some flat back pearl trim. And then on the back, the continuation of the seam. Just so pretty. I remember when this paper came out. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous collection. And I have a ribbon tassel I made. And I think this is like a crochet thread or floss. I'm not sure what it's called. I think I bought that years ago at Hobby Lobby. And then just a yarn tassel. And then I added some beads at the top. I've had beads in my stash, so I thought this was a great way to finally use some. And we will just go ahead and open it up. What you do is the first 10 to 14 pages and the last 10 to 14 pages of the book, you just lay your ruler in and rip the pages. So you want to leave 10 to 14. That will help your book or your pages stay in the spine of the book. And then I also took cardstock that was 65 pound weight and covered the inside cover, and I didn't cut it. I just went up to the edge of the paper and then used my scissors and cut it off. I figured that would help secure the pages in the book. So after you have your 10 to 14 pages that you have used your ruler and ripped the pages out, then you take and tear about 3 or 4 pages out. I think I did 4 pages, and you tear them completely out. Here you can see a little bit of my remnants. And then the next 4 pages, you'll use your ruler. Then the next 4 pages, you'll rip completely out. And you'll just keep alternating, tearing pages completely out and with the ruler. So I did, I think, 3 or 4, just all the way through. And like I said, it's just the first 10 to 14 pages and the last 10 to 14 pages, you use your ruler. And then I went ahead and glued cardstock. From here was one piece all the way across to the edge of the paper. That way I just felt it would secure my pages in the book, and then I added my decorative paper. But if you would like a tutorial, just let me know. And here on the inside, I have a pocket made from that gorgeous lace. We have our decorative on the front here, and then this was one of the cut-aparts. I've just added a lot of trims and ribbon. Like I said, I had these scraps, so I just went ahead and put them on those pages. But I just thought this was so fun, and I thought that was so clever of her to come up with this idea. I had not seen it before, and then I used a Stampin' Up! Tab punch. And like I said, lots of laces, and I just love this paper. And here we have a little garment pin and made with love and little scissors. And then on this piece, I just made a little collage with the ephemera and one of those journaling cards, a little ribbon, and then there's the back of it, and some of the cut apart ephemera, and some more of that gorgeous trims. But I just thought that was so pretty to use these tags, and then I added, you know, the various tabs throughout, and some ephemera pieces and trims. But I love the doors. I love the architectural details and some little pennants or banners and ephemera, and I love the door, so I just folded that piece over and then put a bookmark in. So I thought I could journal, or you could add a photos to it, and then some more lace at the bottom, and then on the paper. So you can see where, like right there, you can see the pages that were torn all the way out, and then here are the pages that I used the ruler. And then here is my bookmark with my tassel. But just a fun way, and like I said, most of these were scraps, and this was a great project for that. So then I made a little pocket and put a couple of those journaling cards or cut aparts, the beautiful wood grain papers, and some of the cut aparts on the ephemera. And then on this, I have some more little pockets from those journaling tags or cut aparts. But I love the frames on the back of those. Whoops, there. And some pom-pom trim. And then in the middle here, I went ahead and used the, I think this was the 6x8 add-on paper pack. So I just went ahead and used the front of that. And then here we have the drawer and the Lavender Farms tub. I just love that vintage vibe. And of course, the beautiful purple tones. And I just have a little clip here with a bow and some of the little cut aparts from the paper. And that comes out where you can see that really pretty gingham. I was just trying to add different things for some texture. Then, of course, this really pretty hat and the fence and the lace. And here we have a big tag. Just kind of going through because there's a lot to see. And like I said, I just went through and kept adding scraps and little pieces here and there and tabs. And put one of the ephemera pieces there. And then this holds this on. So it's the door paper. And then here we have the little scene. And on that side, we've got the really pretty lace. And then we'll just clip that. Close the doors back around it. There we have that. And a beautiful scene. And then I've just used lots of laces and trims. And this was a little pocket, like so, with my little paperclip and seam binding bow. And just one of those little cut aparts. I just went ahead and left those together. And a little collage here, which was similar to the one in the beginning. I just have my little strip along the bottom, a cut apart, a tab, some ephemera pieces, have the back side, and then this was just a couple of the journaling cards. I just put those there. And here's another bookmark. This is the, whoops, whatever that string is called. I can't, it's like crochet thread, I think, but I can't remember what it is specifically called. And then another seam binding paper clip and that beautiful scene. I just loved the colors of the aqua and the purple together. So pretty. Once again, we've got the doors and another tab. Then this really pretty lace with the bow. And then I just fussy cut that out just to give it something different. And another little ribbon paper clip. That back. And then on the back here, I just had some little strips. I just made some little bookmarks and some ribbon and one of those really pretty pieces of lace in pearl trim. Here we have just a pocket from the paper. And then these, the paper clip comes off and it's a little booklet. And I do have a piece of paper on the back that I ended up making those pockets. And then here we have the really pretty scene. And then just some tags tucked in behind the cut apart. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous paper collection. And it has, I'm not sure when it came out, but it has been several years. And then here is the ribbon tassel. And use one of the doors, the papers rather. And here we have some of the doors again. And some more of those little cut aparts and lace. And this one comes, the paper clip comes off. And it opens like so. And then again, it's just trying to add some interest. And then we have the, I love the peeling painted wood. And then here we have Lavender Farm again. And then this was a piece I ended up just weaving the paper together. And then I put the little bookmarks in the slots of that. So if you pull it out, you can see it. You can just see I've just woven it together, and I thought I would just go ahead and put a little scene tucked in like so. Maybe if I can get it. And just tuck those back in like so. And then just, this is the end, and I did the same as the front. I covered from here all the way along as one piece of cardstock, and I did use score tape on the back of the cardstock. I just covered it and then put it down. Score tape has never let me down, and you can see it has, the book has broken loose, but where I've got that cardstock, it's holding it in the book. I also did the pocket out of the lace, and we've got our pearl trim and another ephemera piece. So I will have everything in the description box below. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.